Yo, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of the Movie Newbie. I'm your host, JABRIEL ALSUHAIMI, and this is episode 111. Triple one, baby. Yeah, triple one.
It's a new one. That's a new intro.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love it.
So for this one, we're doing Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. This is the first Pirates of the Caribbean film. And yeah, Raph, how about you take it away?
Sure. Yeah, this is the first entry in my Pirates theme. I'm very excited for this one because I feel like, 2003 was a very good year for films, I feel, with Pirates of the Caribbean coming out.
2003? I thought it was earlier. Oh, okay.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I'm pretty sure there was a Harry Potter that slipped in there. What happened to original franchises, guys? Seriously, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
This was, it was based on
They're not technically original,
theme park, right?
But let's put it this way: there was a lot of exciting franchises that were out there. Now I feel like we're just getting. Anyways, this is a tangent that doesn't need to be there, so I'm gonna stop it, retrack it, fucking go back on my sails, and say ahoy. I love this film. It really, it's just a fun time. And like you said, based on a ride, and I feel like it really recreates that in a film. You feel like it's thrilling. You're having fun. The score is one of my favorite scores of all time. I listened to that Hans Zimmer score, and I've seen it live as well. So it's just up there. And you know what? Gore Verbinski came out of nowhere to do this film as well. Like, I'm pretty sure he did The Ring before this and like a slew of music videos. The guy was like, into rock, and
he also did was it Mouse Hunt?
Oh yeah, Mouse Hunt. Yeah, classic
from our childhood.
Yeah. And I think he knocks it out of the park with this film. I really cherish this film. I just, much like your partner Lorna, I'm just a huge fan. I idolize this film. And Jack Sparrow came into our screens and never left. He became became an icon. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to dig into Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. And let's get to it. What were your initial thoughts? How many times have you guys seen it? Let's go to JABRIEL.
So Pirates of the Caribbean was like a huge thing when I was growing up. I loved it. I loved this movie. I remember just like watching it, and I think I went the next day and watched it, and then I think
the next day after that and watched it.
It was one of those films where like my cousin or whatever like downloaded it and then burned it on the CD and then gave it to me with like a bunch of other films. So this was something that I had at home and I could watch all the time, every time. Like, it was just amazing. But then I think after the third film came out, I was kind of, I don't care.
Done.
Yeah. I didn't really care about it. And I think the fourth film came out in 2011. And I remember being like, nah, I don't need Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah.
The ride's over.
Yeah, and I wasn't really into the pirates growing up. Like, I did like that Assassin's Creed game. Black Flag, which is coming out. Like, there's a remaster coming out soon. But, pirates were never really a thing that I enjoyed. But then fast forward to when I started dating my partner, Lorna, I found out that she fucking loved Pirates of the Caribbean. And she had like a poster of Jack Sparrow in her room.
Is it still there?
Yeah, so I think now that room is now where her mom sleeps. So it's technically her mom's room.
Oh, this is her childhood.
Her
I thought it was like in your bedroom.
Oh,
in your flat.
No.
Staring down at Johnny Depp every night.
But yeah, since we started dating, I was like, you know what, let's give this another go. So we watched the trilogy, I would like to call it, earlier last year, and I was like, I forgot how good this film was, especially the first one. So yeah, initial thoughts, nice to revisit.
Yeah. Nice.
And that theme, that song,
dude, that score, man, can't beat it. And I think it's the first instance where a score can almost be better than the movie itself.
Yeah.
Well, there's an expression that like a rising tide lifts all ships or whatever. I feel like this score lifts this movie.
The Black Pearl.
Yeah, absolutely. yeah, and the Interceptor.
Yeah.
So yeah, where to begin? I saw this film in the cinemas. I have a really clear memory of it. We were living in Taiwan at the time. And my dad and I went to see this film, just the two of us, I believe, in the cinemas. And I just so remember being there in that packed theater, and everyone was just eating this film out of the palm of its hand. When I came out of the movie, I was like, "That is my favorite film ever."
Yeah.
You know, when you're like 11 years old, you're like, every film that you've just seen is your favorite. That's my favorite film.
And you download the personality of the main character.
Yep, exactly. And my dad would always jokes about this. He'd always ask me, I'd always be like, "That was so great. What would you give that film out of 10, Dad?" And he'd give it like 6, 7, 8, and I'd always give it either 9, 10, or 11.
Yeah.
I'd just like make a new category just for the most recent film I've seen. So yeah,
you would give Pirates of the Caribbean an 11. Great.
No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So and similarly to Jabril, I think I fell off the franchise as a whole because the sequels just weren't hitting the same spot, and I grew a little bit older, and I sort of. So I hadn't watched this film in many, many years, and so I was really excited to sit down and revisit it. We often do quite serious, heavy films on this podcast.
Yeah.
This was something that was fun. And Naring was like, "Oh, hell yeah, I'm down to watch that with you." And so I sat down, started watching it. First, 10 minutes, I'm like, "This is sick. This is great."
Yeah.
First half an hour, I'm like, "This is great. This is so good. I'm really enjoying this." First hour, I'm like, "Oh my God, this is fantastic filmmaking." And then it just went on.
Yeah.
And then it just kept on going. I'm like, "This is still pretty good." And then it just kept going. And then I think we got to about the halfway point.
Yeah.
That's
like how many jailbreaks
we
do you
get
need
to
to
talk.
see?
We get to the island where the Cortez's treasure is.
The first time around, right?
I'm like, okay, so we're wrapping it up. Cool, pretty good, pretty tight. And it's like, nah, we still got an hour and 10 minutes left.
We're still hot. We're still hot and sizzling.
So I hate to bring the mood down. I thought this film was way too long, and it starts off so good, but I feel like it just completely gets crushed under the weight of its own blockbusteriness. Did this film really have to be 2 hours and 30 minutes or 2 hours and 23 minutes?
I think it was just of its time.
I get it, but also
did Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone need to be 2 hours and a half? No,
probably not. But I think just towards the third act, when you're getting all these action scenes and the battles between the two different pirate ships, I get that you want to deliver on that because it's a pirate movie. But I just stopped caring by that point.
No, you watch this cool CGI.
Well,
you gotta watch it.
I was gonna wait.
Actually, it's very practical.
No. I was actually gonna say though, in spite of my issues with the running length, and even though I do feel like the story does lose me beyond a certain point. I think the music holds up. The CGI and the practical effects really hold up. Really fantastic. And there are some great bits. It's no doubt a very good blockbuster script. And Captain Jack Sparrow, that's an indelible character and an indelible performance. So there's a lot to recommend for it. But this is, for some people, this is their Star Wars or their Lord of the Rings. It's not mine, but I appreciate it all the same.
It's a Kickstarter. It's a Kickstarter to a franchise, and I think it does well at establishing itself to be like, hey, we're the new kid in town. In a cluster of quite big movies, it was surrounded by the Harry Potters and the Lord of the Rings, and I'm pretty sure there's probably another big movie out there that I'm not mentioning.
Narnia.
Essentially, yeah. But I'm saying it was quite a cluster of big titles that he was competing with. And I think why I hold this movie so dearly is because, fuck me, they don't make movies like that, man.
Yeah, this film...
They do not make movies like that. They do not, first of all, swashbuckling, the swashbuckling genre or the pirate genre is such a frivolous and almost so much risk-taking genre because there's so much to gamble and there's so much to be afraid of and there's so much to consider. I watched the making of just this morning again and I was like, my God, they built those ships. They went to these islands and the amount of time and effort and money and
that shot of Barbossa drinking wine.
And wine,
the
CGI, like you said, CGI, it holds up.
It was really holds up. Really well.
Which is crazy because again, this is 21 years later, right?
What we have we watched from around the same time with CGI? I feel like we've
Lord
seen
of the Rings,
something...
Return of the King still holds up.
Yeah, but that's a lot of practical effects.
Did we watch that? Did we do that?
No, we didn't do that.
Oh,
podcast.
sorry, you meant
about the podcast itself.
I see.
I'm trying to remember shitty CGI.
Shitty CGI.
I
don't think.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
think.
That's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
in there
We've talked
somewhere.
about some films.
Yeah,
Yeah.
110 episodes. We don't know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, again, to my point, they don't make movies like that. And if they do make movies like that, they're either great disasters or they're from the 50s. So they're old. They've aged. This was the first time where like Jerry Bruckheimer came as a producer and went, I want to make a pirate movie, and everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, are you
because there weren't many of them, and they didn't traditionally make a lot
a lot of money.
Like Cutthroat
Island,
infamously one of the biggest flops in Hollywood history.
Oh.
And everyone was like, you can't make a pirate movie that's going to be successful.
Exactly. It's going to be a box office bomb. You're going to lose so much money, which is why they always stayed away from scripts like that or movies like that or concepts like that. So the fact that like all these people came together to dare to do something like based on a fucking riot as well, like the audacity. So I think for sheer ambition and scale, I praise this movie because again, we do not, and like, look, 20 years after, do we have a pirate movie? No, I mean, we had the franchise that lasted what it lasted, but after that, we had Black Sails, which I'm the only one of my friends.
TV series.
Yeah, I'm the only one of my friends that know that I've seen that TV show, and I'm like, people should watch this show because actually it's underrated. And the last 2 seasons in that TV show, there's only 4, and the last 2 are some of the best blockbuster episodes you'll ever watch. In that genre.
Yeah, no, I need to. You're talking about it the other day.
It's a great TV show, man. Yeah. They don't. Again, it was a daring TV show. Stars made it, and it's like, it's one of those things I want to miss because people were like, pirate. But it's like take into consideration what it means to make movies like this, and everything's in location, everything's practical, everything is Anyways, wrapping it up, this movie. Great. I mean, that's my first impression on watching it for the 20th time. But now let's move ahead to favorite performance. Who do we want to give John? Who's Johnny Depp going to? Or are we not gonna give it to John?
Scene, but we can do
performance. Scene. Damn it! I always get this wrong.
No, it's okay.
No. We'll go to favorite scene. Favorite scene. Okay, Ollie, switch it up.
Favorite scene. Okay, yes, I know this. I'm gonna go with the sort of the first fight, the hand-to-hand combat scene between. Did I steal your
blacksmith one?
Yes, in the blacksmith in the blacksmithery.
Will
Turner and Jack Sparrow. Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
I think this kind of falls in that early stretch where I was like, this movie's just firing on all cylinders. But that, even though that's way less bombastic or spectacular than some of the later action scenes you get, I just think that's so well done.
Yeah.
The choreography is great. The physical comedy's on point. You've got Jack Sparrow just doing his thing because he's delivering these fantastic one-lines in between. Yeah. In between ching, ching, ching,
and also, I guess this is before the whole quick cut fight scenes that like the Bourne series
they
made
did
popular.
Long takes
We've talked about this a lot. Yeah, they were kind of long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. It's shot in the wide. It utilizes the environment really well, which a lot of action films don't do. That's why in a lot of action films they're set in like a warehouse or something, and it's really anonymous. Yet here, they have them hanging up from the wire or something.
Yeah.
They're using the hot pokers. Yeah. And then also you're learning about the characters as they're fighting, which is what you can do when you have a swashbuckling sword fight.
Yeah.
And even though it does feature one of the worst characters ever on screen, which is Will Turner. Yeah. Versus one of the best, Jack Sparrow. I still think it works really, really well. So yeah, that's my pick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great ending as well, because like the drunk like blacksmith master like knocks him over.
Also has one of my favorite little moments of Jack Sparrow when he tries to wake up. Well, he tries to see if the old drunk is asleep, and there's just this quick turnaround where he goes, "Oh!" And he doesn't. I just thought like the things he improvises in this film, Johnny Depp.
Was there a lot of improvisation?
Yeah, a lot of improvisation. And the dude got nominated for an Oscar for this film. Can you believe it?
It's a great performance.
It is.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I think, like, as a character, there isn't anyone that's, I don't know, like, a good judge of this is Halloween. And, like, there is at least, of every 50, 10 of them are Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Or at least, do you think that's
at least pirates?
Do you think that's kind of subsided a little bit in the wake of the Depp allegations and the media circus?
Because people are like so pro. No, because like some people were just like fuck Amber Heard. like to the point where like a lot of like women in my family, like, you know, like my mom and stuff, they're like, yeah, Amber Heard, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you do know Johnny Depp is a piece of shit, right? Like, as much as she is. Like,
Yeah.
They're both a losing party.
But yeah, I think the fact that he signed already to come back for number 6 is just saying that. Yeah,
Is that happening?
it's happening, yeah.
Wow.
As of 2 weeks ago.
Well, okay.
Yeah. But he's
Hot
not going to
news.
be a main character. It's gonna be something similar to like James Bond, like handing of the torch. per se.
Gotcha.
I see.
Gotcha.
I see.
Yeah. Well,
Favorite scene.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
My favorite scene, other than the one that Ollie just mentioned, was I actually now I can't remember if it's happening at the same time. It's when the pirates invade her house.
Oh yeah,
Elizabeth.
Yeah. Hello, Poppet. Hello, Poppet.
Yeah, especially those two guys. Like they were the best. I love
their
them.
example. This film is the supporting
The
characters.
supporting
Oh,
characters.
fantastic.
Yeah, well,
Thespians,
because
huh?
let's go to our favorite performances. But I just love that whole with our friend who we saw, Jonathan Price.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Price, our good friend
Yeah.
Jonathan
Our-
Price.
well, our good
yeah,
friend,
governor.
because we've seen him twice in real life.
Yeah.
But he used to live
Yeah.
where I used to live.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I just love that. Like, it was just madness.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like in the house, like fucking people up, just like.
Then
taking
you
shit.
see like a cannonball coming through the
Cannonball
house
and
and taking
just, like,
one guy out.
It was so Disney.
Yeah.
It was actually like a very Disney, like not Disney as like a film, like filmmakers, but like Disney, like Disneyland.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
like
yeah.
going
like the ride,
to,
like a ride,
like literally
yeah.
like the ride.
Yeah.
And I remember going to the ride as a kid. Does it follow the same story?
I don't know. I've never been to the
I
ride.
don't. I've never been on the ride, but I don't believe it actually. There was much of a story to the ride.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's kind of like It's a Small World.
Yeah.
You guys know It's a Small World, right? And they had that. It's a Small World.
Oh,
after all.
sure.
And
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
And then they had the Pirates one.
Yeah.
And you
I know
obviously
they have some of
go-
the characters.
Yeah, they have characters.
Like
and
David
stuff.
Jones is in there.
Yeah, David Jones is in there, but like I don't know if. Oh yeah, you know what? I need to. You know,
We need to go to that ride.
we need to go to
take
that
that ride.
We'll go to
Yeah,
Paris.
absolutely.
Disneyland
We'll go to
Paris.
Paris.
We'll do
Yeah.
a corporate retreat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
corporate
Can
retreat.
your boss hook us up for
Yeah.
sweet tickets?
Sure, why not?
All right,
Yeah.
sweet. You
Let's
heard it
say-
here.
let's say so.
We all ask our boss.
If you can
Yeah.
go to, if you can go to Singapore.
yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
can we, book a
And
little detour.
By the way,
through LA.
that word Singapore
Yeah.
crops up in
It does.
in
It
each
quite
movie.
a couple times.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
watching this film in
Then you-
Singapore.
Then you haven't been to Singapore.
Yeah.
Guys, you stole one of my answers for later on.
Ah.
Nah, that's all right. I
Well,
got
you'll
But
say
I-
it again,
yeah,
you'll
you'll
say
say
it
it again. You'll say it again.
Okay. Favorite scene. I will pick. I'll pick the pirates going under the ship underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just
dude.
thought, man, that's
well,
such
under
like
the
when
boats.
they're about to raid the man of war ship.
Yeah.
Towards the
The
end.
interceptor.
And there's
yeah,
just
that's
this
a cool
like
scene.
it's not a slow motion scene, but there's just walking in slow mo because they're underwater, and you get to see them go from human form into skeleton form.
That was
and
so
I just
cool.
thought like that's where the CGI is really at its best, right there. And it's just such a cool shot, it's such a cool scene.
And
especially in the wide screen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
beautiful.
another
And with the music, dun,
Mm.
dun, dun, tsh, dun, dun, dun. It's just like dun, dun. It's so cool, man.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
really cool. Another example of like that CGI working so well is when there is the fight between Barbossa and Captain Jack
oh my
in the
God,
cave.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and
he
it's
gets
jumping
stabbed.
between the moonlight and the light,
Yeah.
and that's when the special effects team's like, we're gonna flex it here,
Yeah.
baby. We're just gonna show off to you how good this technology is,
And that
because they didn't need to
no,
be
no,
dancing in and
no.
out of the moonlight,
Yeah.
because that probably made it really difficult, but
Yeah.
it worked
Yeah.
so well.
No, that what do you call it? I forget the name now. The studio where they built the entirety of the of where the treasure is of the Aztec gold.
What?
A
Pinewood or whatever?
sound
No.
mixer, a sound stage.
Oh, soundstage.
yeah.
Right.
I think I don't know if it's still to this day, but it was for the past 15 years still the biggest set ever built on a soundstage.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Because now it's all green screen and shit, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, yeah.
A lot of the time,
Yeah.
but this so this like holds up. I think it was in the Guinness Book of Records, and also the amount of actual props that they filled that
all those
stages.
gold coins.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
like thousands upon thousands of just shucked shit.
I mean, it all shows on the screen that
Yeah.
the it looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's why technically I'm like, this film actually is, dude, got nominated for 5 Oscars. This film, honestly, it's up there. So yeah, that's my favorite scene. Favorite performances. Switching it up to Habibi.
Nice. Okay, so mine is a 2-parter.
Oh shit!
Because they come as a pair.
Doing an ollie.
But it is Jeffrey Rush as Barbossa.
Absolutely.
Honestly, like watching it, because I watched it this year and I watched it last year, and I don't like everyone's like, oh yeah, Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow won't be shit if Jeffrey Rush wasn't Barbossa. And the 2-parter is Monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey. The monkey.
Oh.
That wasn't all CGI, right?
No. That's a real monkey.
That real monkey could act.
That real monkey?
Yeah.
That real monkey was a famous actor, bro.
I think was that the monkey that was
Ace
in
Ventura.
Hangover 2?
Yeah, and Ace Ventura. Yeah.
Hangover 2.
And Hangover.
And Hangover 2, when the one in Thailand.
Yeah.
It's a famous monkey, y'all.
Right. Well, that monkey, 10 out of 10 performance. Jeffrey Rush. Like, I mean.
So would you enjoy having that monkey's career?
A monkey has a better career than I do. That monkey is
better than 98.9% of actors.
Yeah, that's true.
There's that monkey, and it's like a bunch of horses from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, and then there's the dog from Frasier.
The dog from
that was
the dog from Frasier, the little beagle.
Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah.
The dog from Anatomy of a Fall, y'all.
Oh, yes, Messi.
Yeah.
He won the Oscar for best dog performance.
Anyways, great choices. Jeffrey Rush always up there for sure. When he returns for Dead Man Tale towards the end of the film.
For all 5 movies when he's in it.
Oh yeah.
Like he was just a little bit Dead Man Tale, but like
but when he comes back, eats the apple.
Yeah.
Score. Anyways.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude,
so good.
So good.
So good.
Favorite performance. I've got to remember their name. Sorry. So
Keira
I will
Knightley as Elizabeth Swan.
Yeah.
I mean,
parlay. Your heart is black.
No, it's obviously Orlando Bloom as Will Turner.
We should cancel him as an actor, I think.
Dude, he's
coming back.
terrible in this film.
Yeah.
I wish I could recast Raph as Will Turner in that film.
Thanks.
He would have killed it over him.
You would have killed it, yeah.
But I'm going to go with Jack Davenport as Norrington.
Yes, Norrington.
Bit of a left turn because he's not got one of the flashier performances. But I thought it's really difficult to play the straight man and the wet towel as well. He's kind of like meant to be the foil to Captain Jack Sparrow, and I really like Jack Davenport's performance.
Yeah,
I thought he's got, for one thing, he's got a really sexy voice, even though he's meant to be the posh, the stiff upper class posh Brit. And his facial expressions, when played in relief against Captain Jack Sparrow's, eccentricities, was really enjoyable.
I think he has
shout
one
out
of
to Jack.
Yeah, shout out to him, and I think he has one of the best arcs in the trilogy as well.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
For sure.
That's so true.
For sure, he has a great character arc. That guy or that character. Great. I know you're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna have to do it because I would so obviously give it to Johnny
What, are you giving
Depp.
it to the fucking boat or?
I'm gonna give it to Hans Zimmer.
Oh, Hans Zimmer.
He didn't even do the score for this film, actually.
Did he not?
No, he didn't do the original Pirates of the Caribbean theme song.
What?
He actually ended up kind of taking credit for one of his.
But he performed it live when I saw him in Melbourne.
No, I know, but if you look at it's not him who's credited as the composer for the first film.
Oh shit!
Because basically Hans Zimmer runs like a studio with lots of composers working for him, and he kind of just took back control of the score after it was so successful.
It could be something where he is the producer,
like some German
but
did
not
he,
the
did he
composer.
influence it at all?
Maybe, I don't know, but he didn't. He's not the composer for the theme song.
All right, well, fuck my answer. I'm gonna give it to Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. I think despite what one may think of Johnny Depp, I think what he did with Jack Sparrow is still so indelible. It's still so etched in pop culture. It influenced so many performances after it, but it also just took the world by storm with his incredibly improvised lines, his characteristics, his physical comedy, everything he did to imbue this character.
Is it true that it was inspired by Keith Richards?
Yeah, and that's why Keith Richards is in the sequel.
Yes.
Was he in the third one?
Yeah, just the third one.
Well, because there's what's his name
I
from
really
the
know this
Beatles is like his uncle. Which one is it? Who's fucking not Ringo, not Lennon.
I do not know the Beatles. I know Pirates of the Caribbean.
The bassist from the Beatles.
Oh, George Harrison.
No, not the bassist then.
John Lennon.
Not John Lennon.
Because I think John
Ringo.
Lennon played the bass.
Yeah, they all actually can play like every
Yeah,
instrument.
They can slap the bass.
Not John Lennon, not Ringo.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney
Wow.
is in the fourth one as his uncle.
Oh wow.
And there's a bunch of like rock stars that he, I guess.
See, Pirates of the Caribbean is rock, bro.
Yeah,
It's fucking
I mean,
rock.
it is.
There's nothing
Yeah,
more
it
rock
is.
and roll than a Disney theme park ride.
Yeah.
Honestly. And honestly, Pirates were the OG rebels, man. They were the OG hackers. They were the OG like. It's true.
OG hackers.
Yeah, man.
What's pirating got to do with hacking?
Well, because hackers are now the pirate, the pirates of the internet.
I guess, yeah. I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're the OG, like.
What? So like sabotage was invented by Nah, man, get out of
Yeah,
here.
dude.
Yeah.
What about
Of course it
what
was.
about Troy and the Trojans and that horse?
That's just the Greeks, bro. That's like the Greek Roman. That's like the Greek Empire.
Pirates were marauders. but
Pirates
they
were
lived at sea.
marauders. They lived at sea. They wanted to live in peace and freedom, and then they were anti-establishment. They were like fuck the law,
like,
fuck the government.
You mean these pirates of this like 1600s and stuff?
Yeah, I mean not specifically these pirates, but like a lot of tribal pirates or like pirates that were out sea because they wanted to live in peace. They wanted to live in freedom, and yes, some of them scourge, yes, some of them pillage. What the fuck did the British naval, what did the East Indian Trading Company do? So
Colonize the entire world.
So it's like, whereas
They pillaged other people's
Yeah.
entire
countries
and cultures.
So I think pirates stood against them because they didn't want to fucking see that. So, anyways, pirates are fucking cool. Anyways, fuck ninjas. Anyways, all right. Favorite quote. I'm gonna do mine now. Get it over with. It's a quote from Barbosa himself.
Oh, I hope it's not my one.
Oh, it could very well.
Is it long?
Yep.
Okay, then it's not my one.
Okay, great. Well, it's not long. It's not long, but I'm gonna whip it out here. But it's towards the beginning of the film where Elizabeth Swann gets captured gets taken, let's say, by Barbosa and his henchmen. For too long I've parched of thirst and unable to quench it. Too long I've been starving to death and haven't died. I feel nothing, not the wind on my face, nor the spray of the sea, nor the warmth of a woman's flesh. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
I love
So
that. I
good.
love that. And then he walks into the light. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
try and do my Barbosa. Why, thank you, Jack. You're welcome. No, that's not. No, I can't. No, the Sparrow was not good. Can you do a Sparrow? Say you're welcome. Why, thank you, Jack. Oh, not you. We named the monkey Jack.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
That was like the best line ever. Because like
Alright.
not only did like Jack Sparrow not get the golden medallion, but he also got fucked over and was like, oh, not even you, man. Like we named this guy after you.
Okay, so we did mention my one earlier, but I'm gonna give two lines if that's okay. So first one is the one I mentioned first. So I can't remember the name of the Royal Naval officers, the underlings, who are kind of like the buffoons. But one is like,
Oh yeah, the two.
one of them is like, yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. You've clearly never been to Singapore.
Yeah.
And then the other line is when Will Turner's like, who's such a dweeb, he's like, practice 3 hours a day. He's like, you need to find yourself a girl, mate. I can't do the accent as good as Raph, but yeah. Jack's got so many good lines.
So
in this movie.
no, okay. This whole movie was like one-liners. It was like
Oh,
one-liner,
yeah.
one-liner, fight, jailbreak, one-liner, fight.
But also like
jailbreak.
jokes that like come back, like the
Yeah.
parlay and the code and the
Yeah,
guidelines
yeah,
that repeat all the way throughout it. You know.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
It's a quotable film. It's a very quotable
Balanced.
film. Yeah. Guys, we're reviewing a great
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
film here.
Fuck.
It brings me
Yeah.
smiles. All right. Armchair moment. Ollie, I'll hit you up with that one just because like I feel like
How long do we have?
in terms
for
of
this
length, yes, I can understand why some people might feel like it's a little long. And also, slightly at times convoluted, but also kind of loses the plot. Like there's times where, and this happens with the sequels as well, where it just gets a little bombastic and a little like unrealistic.
It gets confusing too.
And but also like crazy in terms of like just what it does with physics and like, you know, reality. Like for instance, one of the armchairs moments that I had was when they were being chased by the Black Pearl, the Interceptor. And the Black Pearl was gaining up on them, and what they decide to do is drift in the sea. They literally lay anchor, and the boat drifts. The boat, a giant like warship is drifting in the sea.
Yeah.
What? Well, if they can't do that, then that shit's crazy.
That holds up, in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. But then
why
why
did drifted a warship before?
Huh?
You've never drifted a warship?
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever drifted a warship? I don't know. I saw that and I was like, is that...
That was my childhood right there.
I mean, that's like 2 of Newton's laws right there.
Yeah. But also there was a bit same around that time when they were unloading the ship to make it go faster, and then it just went, well, that didn't work. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you just wasted all your cannons and your food for nothing. Oh, okay, great. You're still gonna fight though.
Yeah.
All right, great. Go.
Yeah.
And there's like other things that like just don't, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like there was like I remember, I think maybe when I watched this movie like 2 days ago, what really like I finally understood was the whole like medallion cut blood thing.
Right.
Like it changes hands so many times and you don't know who it is. And in the end I was like, wait, what? Like how come Jack Sparrow?
I was pretty confused.
Like it confused me until like 2 days ago where I was like, this is how it works. But yeah, I completely get you.
And them coming back to the cave like for the
I just felt like it was kind of it was treading
like
old ground by that point.
Yeah.
And I just feel like this I already mentioned it at the top. So I would have cut half an hour out of this film.
I can get that.
And also I would have spoken about how I really didn't like Orlando Bloom in this film. I think he is terrible, even though I get that he was extremely dreamy. Because when you go on Letterboxd and you look at the reviews, so many of the reviews are like, this was my sexual awakening. Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
And Naring as well was like, I had the biggest crush on Orlando Bloom in this movie.
Yeah, of course. A lot of people did.
But he can't act for shit.
It's quite wooden.
And not only that, I think the character of Will Turner could have been pretty much excised out of this film.
Well, it's
at
Disney,
least,
man.
I know.
They needed the princess and the prince.
But everyone said this at the time. Captain Jack and Elizabeth have more chemistry. I think.
For sure.
Yeah. A lot more sexual tension in the second film. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely. Because I think the producers realized that, and like by the end, I feel like Will Turner's arc is kind of like shifted to the background anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it pulls focus from the thing that we all want to see, which is Captain Jack and Barbossa. And then all like the shipmates.
Yeah.
So I feel like even though this film is kind of based around Captain Jack, I feel like they could have narrowed the focus on him.
True. And I think that's where they lose it for a lot of the sequels as well, is this romance that
they don't know how
to
tackle it.
It's also like just unnecessary, kind of boring, and just
even though you got the really sexy lady in the second one. Which I always find weird, even though she's meant to be like from the underworld or something.
Oh, you mean
the one played by Naomi Harris?
Yeah. You mean she's a goddess, a Medusa? No, not Medusa.
And she's meant to be kind of scary, but I
remember the lady in the swamp, the one that Jack Sparrow's in love with?
Got like barnacles in her hair, and
she's the witch.
Yeah, she's kind of like an underwater
goddess.
witch.
She's a goddess.
The one that Jack Sparrow had a thing with.
I think so. She's the one that fancies Will Turner as well.
Well, she actually is in love with. That's another love story, but with David Jones. They were lovers.
Right.
Yeah, David Jones.
Anyway, I remember.
Yeah, the witch lady doctor.
The witch lady doctor, who I am literally scrolling to get. Yeah, Tia Dalma, but she plays Calypso.
Is that the name of the actress, Tia Dalma?
Yeah. No, Tia Dalma is the name of the character.
Oh,
Naomi Harris.
Naomi Harris, yes.
Naomi Harris,
but she plays the Greek goddess Calypso.
That's it. Anyway, I was like,
who was in love with David Jones, and that's why David Jones locked her. Anyways.
I remember thinking as a teenager, I was like, that's kind of attractive.
Yeah.
Bit freaky, but I like it.
A bit freaky. I like you.
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right. Well, armchair. Yeah, we've had our armchair moments.
Yeah.
Any armchair moments for you?
So It was a bit long.
Yeah.
And then Orlando Bloom. A little bit of the plot holes, but for me, I mean, yeah, we're gonna talk about it at the time, but I was just like, fucking, wasn't Keira Knightley like 17 in this film? She
was 17, and she was 17 when this film came out. So that means she was like 16 when.
It's kind of gross what they did. That's kind of gross, I think, what they did with her character.
Yeah.
I mean, she's beautiful and everything, but
it's not like a particularly sexualized performance or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they got like a lot of it was like, take off your clothes, put it back on, blah blah blah, and she's 16, man. Yeah, it was a lot to do around the female body, and I was like,
yeah, no, for a 16-year-old.
Yeah, for someone 16.
Not that this justifies it. She looks very mature and and a good, but not a bad.
I mean,
performance
but like
for a
you see her in
well.
the third film, and she's like half naked in the third film. Like it escalates from there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I mean, I've seen the trilogy recently, and I think that was something that like at least nowadays wouldn't fly.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah,
no,
like when they had
there's clauses for that now. There's contracts for that.
Like in the fifth film, they had Effie from Skins. What's her
Kaya
name?
Scoladaro.
Yes, Scoladaro.
Well remembered.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of historical accuracy, though, like it's weirdly accurate because a 16-year-old in those times would be handed off to a commander to marry, and that man would probably be like in his 25 or in his 30s. So in terms of like historical accuracy, it's weirdly close, weirdly accurate.
Yeah. But I mean, for like a Disney film that comes out in 2003, it's strange.
Yeah, I did not know this. I only found out just like
a couple days ago that she was 16. I didn't know this until like last year when I watched it with Lorna. She was like, "Did you know that she's like 15, 16 when she filmed this?"
Crazy. She does not look at all.
That's mad.
15. Look, when you were 15 and 16,
we're fucking doofuses.
You look you look like.
Well, I think that's.
I look like an 11-year-old.
Puppy-faced dweebs.
I mean, I still get asked for my ID, and I'm like fucking 30, guys.
All right. Following up to a mystery question. This one can be a little bit exciting. Is it not a mystery question?
We have 5 questions, right?
Yeah,
it is
mystery question.
Yeah, mystery question.
All right, this one's a little fun. I definitely thought about it this time around. It's not just going to be a whim. What would be your pirate name and your pirate ship's name if you ever were a pirate and had a ship?
Oh, because they usually would have. Would have like a pirate name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
if you
Bootstrap Bill.
Yeah.
Sure.
So your pirate name, and then if you commandeered a ship and you were its captain, what would your ship be? What the name of your ship? Whatever you want. I can give you an example of what my name would be, just to get inspiration going. I had time to mull it over, but my name would be Winter Greybeard, and I'd be captain of the Baroness.
Ooh, I like that. The Baroness. That's badass.
Okay. I need some time to think on this one.
It's hard.
Yeah, let's have it.
Yeah. But whilst you think, I'm going to keep talking because I've found out another plot hole, which was ludicrous at the time, because when Mythbusters myth-busted this, but when I was a wee boy, I always thought that this was real. When Jack Sparrow and Will Turner take the boat underwater and they breathe. They breathe in this like.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever believe that was real? There was like no water under the boat. How does that make sense?
It doesn't make any sense. But when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh my god, you can do that!"
They would float.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "What?" But no, like, it makes no.
Well, I can't believe Mythbusters had to actually like even do an episode.
Well, have you ever put a cup upside down and?
Yeah. It floats to the top.
No, but like if you hold it down into like the bottom of a bowl or whatever, you will have the air still there. So technically it works. But
wouldn't it catch all the water on the way down?
No, because you're bringing the air down. But what happens is that you won't be able to walk.
That was their logic.
You can't walk on the floor. You would just float back up because the air.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like bringing a balloon down to the bottom of a pool. The balloon will go back up. We'll give this a try in your bathtub. I mean, it doesn't work because the air, the force of the air bringing it up is stronger than the weight of both Jack Sparrow and Will Turner.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. No, not even, dude. It's just like.
But I always thought that was just like trippy as fuck. Anyways,
It works on a smaller scale because that's how like old scuba divers used to do shit.
Right
Oh,
on.
okay, cool.
All right, I bought you time.
All right.
Just out of the top of your head.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
My name would be Silver Tojo. And I would be captain of the Dreamcatcher.
What?
Go a little bit more.
Nice.
I want it to be a sweet boat. I don't want them to
Very
be scared when they
sexual.
see my boat.
The Dreamcatcher.
Oh, it's Silver
Tojo.
No, wait, not Dreamcatcher. It'd be Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver.
You know that the song? Dreamweaver.
You're really like your chest is out and you got like luscious
There's
blonde
like ABBA
hair.
music playing in the background.
Yeah. You're a disco boat.
You got the spot out, but like when the
Dreamcatcher.
boat comes, it's like woohoo, sailors.
Ahoy there.
Everyone's like, no. You boys like the party?
You're like really on MDMA as well. You're like, hey guys,
Glitter in my beard.
come to the Dreamcatcher.
The cup is good inside.
The boat is good inside.
The Dreamcatcher.
Come on board, have a margarita. Silly.
Have some rum.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, yeah, you can cut all
Yeah,
that
I'm
out.
stalling on my name, but I do know that my ship is. I'll be the captain of the Flaming Camel.
Whoa.
Ooh,
That-
the
you should
flaming
have like
camel.
a
Middle
Muslim
Eastern-
kind of
yeah,
Middle Eastern pirate name.
name.
There's a lot of famous Persian pirates.
I mean, like
yeah.
right now, like
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
pirates are Arab, pretty much,
Word.
or Somalian.
Yeah.
I would go with I don't know, just Harry.
Just Harry.
No.
Just Harry.
No.
Just Harry.
Just Harry. I am just Harry.
Yeah, just Harry. That works. see?
No. It has to be. Well, it has to be something cool, like something Arab. I think.
Dude,
What
honestly,
about Ray Donata?
yeah, dude, Ray
King of
Donata.
nothing. No,
Ray
it'll be
Donata.
Captain.
Mufasa.
Yeah, Mufasa. Captain Sinbad.
Sinbad. Yeah, nice. He's
Yeah.
an actual pirate.
Yeah, an actual
yeah.
pirate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinbad. Yeah.
Sinbad, nice.
Sinbad.
Sinbad, captain of the
Flaming camel.
Flaming Camel
It
Toes.
could be camel toes.
Flaming camel toe.
It's just me and like a camel toe. Like.
Oh, fantastic. That was a fun one.
It's popping up.
Yeah,
That was
that's
a fun
great.
one. All right, ratings, y'all. Ratings.
Ratings. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, please, Ollie.
6 out of 10 parlays.
Nice. 6 out of 10.
That's a bit low.
Come on, man.
I explained myself at the
No,
beginning.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sorry, it just didn't.
Didn't float your boat. Get it?
It didn't. You know what? Yo ho, a pirate's life is not for me. Sorry.
Do you multiply your letterbox ratings to fit this?
No.
Like, do you double it up?
I didn't, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I gave this like a 2.5 or a 3.
2.5, yeah, or
Yeah.
3.
So that would actually
Yeah.
be lower. That would be 5 out of 10 then.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
I'd give it a. I don't know yet, but okay. I'll just go in the middle.
I'll give it. I don't know.
I'll give it a middle. A 7.75 bottles of rum out of 10.
Damn.
I'm in between 7.5 and 8. I don't know yet.
That's good. That's good. Damn, I'm rating this high then. I'm gonna give it 9 scurvies out of 10.
Nice.
Oh wait, can I change mine?
Yeah.
I want 7.7 savvy out of 10.
Nice.
Savvy.
I can't believe we haven't mentioned Savvy yet.
I know. Savvy.
Savvy. Anyways, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it, folks. I'm
Um,
gonna watch the rest of the movies now.
Yeah, I fucking want to watch this movie.
Before we
again.
quickly finish, do you guys want to hear my pirate joke?
Go
what's
on.
your pirate joke?
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
No, it's the C.
For
For the C will always be his first love.
Nice.
That was a good guess.
That was good.
though.
Yeah.
Everyone always guess R, and then you
Yeah.
get to say no. It's C.
Yeah. Good. Nice. Well, on that note, don't forget to like, share,
Yeah.
subscribe, comment, give us a 5-star rating. You know the You know what to do.
You know the drill.
You know the drill. What else did he say?
I don't know why you wanna treat me this way.